Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. I'm gonna do a studio media room tour. My budget film room, I call it. I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's go right now. Now I'm gonna refer to this as my budget setup because most of the furniture in here was either given to me or bought at like Walmart or Menards. Let's begin. First thing I got here is I got my Michael. I got this when I was like 5 or 6 and I've had it, it's went with me everywhere. I got my green screen and my box light. I got another one of these out in the living room. This chair right here, it's a really ugly old yellow chair covered in a black cloth that has cat hair all over it. Got this from the manufacturer called Left Here When I Moved In. That's the manufacturer. So already covered in cat hair. Bear decided to usurp that as his own. And this is why it's covered in cat hair. I keep all of my camera gear right here. Various tripods. Here's my GoPro. And old camera stuff from like the early 2000s and some home movies back there. Some teaching books and some nerd stuff from some Loot Crate nerd stuff. If we take a gaze into this dirty old mirror, we will see the camera I'm using, the Canon G7X. What's really great about this for a vlogging camera is the flip up screen that you can see what you're doing in it. It's really nice. And I got this tripod, it's a Targus tripod. It's kind of like the off-brand of the Joby tripod. It works just fine. Got the MacBook Air. This is one I use to do my lesson plans on. I take this with me to like the coffee shop or somewhere. I typically don't lesson plan in my office. This is where I do my editing and my filming, and so I usually do my lesson plans elsewhere. I get too distracted. There's a lot of distractions in here. I've got my setup. This is my editing setup and my sort of like where all the work gets done. So going with dual monitors. This is the TV, a Vizio TV, 42-inch. And it's awesome for editing on because it's huge. Just watch this, hang on. Oh, isn't that glorious, that big old TV? So, let me just pop a squat, yeah? I edit simply, I just use iMovie for editing. Look at it. Yeah, baby. And let's just go from left to right here on what I use and why. So right here, I can see myself in the reflection. This is the Blue Yeti mic. I love it for doing voiceover work. If I'm like voicing over a video or any type of other voice work, this is an amazing microphone. Got my iPhone 6. I use this a lot to film on actually. This is actually what I used to only film on exclusively, but the camera on this works really well. On it is the battery case, the Apple made battery case. It's basically an extra battery built in. It works really well. So essentially you have double the battery. Got my wireless keyboard and mouse and the Mac desktop. If you haven't noticed a pattern yet, I'm a huge Apple guy. I started buying Apple products about, I think in like 2012, and I haven't looked back since. So everything I own is Mac. I got my external hard drive, Seagate 1 terabyte hard drive. This janky SD card reader. This one has one in it, and this one is just an extra. Or if I need to use it on my MacBook Air, I bring this with me. And some extra power. This is just a pocket juice. It was like 10 bucks at Walmart. It works really well as a LED indicator on it. That works really well. Underrated item right here. Let me show you. Boom. Grooming kit. Keeping it right here because while I'm editing, uploading, that sort of thing, I can just clip my nails, you know, no big deal. I've got my coffee, of course, and my headphones, my Beats. They're starting to wear off actually, I use them so much. See, leather's starting to wear off. I use these when I'm editing or if I'm just listening to awesome beats. Over behind me, I've got my Tower of Nerd. I've got my Loot Crate thingies, and then I've got my BenQ gaming monitor for my PS4. And the reason why I have this and I don't game on this is because this is super fast and the input lag and everything is everything's way quicker and speedier on this, so I love gaming on this. Just some basic headphones and some more trinkets, odds and ends, more Loot Crate things. My trusty Beer-O-Matic. This will keep any, I got this at like an auction for like 20 bucks. This will keep any cold beverage cold. And you press the button and it drops out the bottom just like a vending machine. Printer, of course, various movies and so forth. Movies that Kristen won't watch with me, scary movies. Why the Michael poster? Let's get deep for a moment, shall we? Just look at it. Look at it. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player who's ever lived. he's getting ready to shoot a free throw. The most basic of basketball operations, the free throw, the only way to be good at free throws is to practice over and over and over and over and over again. Players who suck at shooting free throws don't practice. I would love to find out how many free throws he shot during his career growing up, practicing, but I bet you it's thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands of free throws. The most basic detail. Free throws are not flashy. Nobody talks about them. They're not in the highlight reels. But it's the simple things like the free throws that made it one of the reasons why he was arguably one of the greatest players of all time. Why does that matter to me? Because I see that every single day, and it reminds me that Michael Jordan worked on the little things, the details, and he tried and practiced to get better every single day. So as a teacher, it reminds me to focus on the little things, to try to prepare as best as I can for every lesson, to hold my students accountable for little tiny things, the broken window theory. But if you're walking through a neighborhood and you see broken windows on cars and on houses, you're also gonna see trash lying around. People see the broken windows and think, oh, it's all right if I throw my trash here. That's what kind of neighborhood this is. People don't care about their neighborhood. So in the classroom, keep the classroom clean. Students need to keep their chairs tucked in, keep your shirts tucked in, keep the pencils a certain way, pencils the sharp tip down. Very small details that I try to focus on. It sort of gives off the vibe to my students, and this is important, this place, this space is important, and learning is important. Long stories, I know, sorry, but that's why the Michael poster. So looking at the bigger picture, the reason why I'm sharing any of this anyways, because this isn't really what my channel's about, tech reviews and gear and stuff like that. It's about teaching and marriage and life and stuff like that. The reason why I'm sharing this, the bigger picture, is YouTubing and video. This is all very recent for me. I started this in August of 2016. I had been wanting to do YouTube for a long time. I kept saying, I'll do it someday, I'll do it someday. And I finally took the plunge this summer, and I never realized how much I loved doing it. I never would have imagined how much, I never would have thought I would have loved doing YouTube and making videos as much as I do. And it's become my full-time hobby. Like, I put so much time into it. It's become a huge part of my life every single day. And up until then, I mean, I've always been a big nerd. I've always played video games and watched movies and stuff like that, but that's all I really did with my free time. And now with this YouTube, I'm able to create something new every day, and it gives my life even more of a purpose every day, more of a meaning. If I can even help just one person with these videos, then I feel like I've been successful. So, if you're a teacher, if you're not a teacher, find a hobby, a passion hobby that you can have to make use of your free time, that you can feel like you've accomplished something. No matter what it is, something that you have a passion about, look around and maybe try to find something new. You know, life sometimes gets stale. Switch it up, find something new, start a blog, start a vlog, start writing. Do that thing that you've been wanting to do for years and years that you have not done yet. Just jump out, take the leap, and do it. You never know, you might like it. So that's why I wanted to share this with you, because I have this new passion for making videos and for building a community around teaching and marriage and life and learning. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you can find something that you are as passionate about as I am about making videos. So look for that hobby. Maybe think about it before your New Year's resolution. Maybe your New Year's resolution can be you're gonna try that new thing that you've always wanted to try. If this is your first time on my channel, hi, I'm Mr. Thain. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I do vlogs and teaching tips videos. I'm fairly new at this, so any feedback is always appreciated. Consider subscribing to the channel if you think that you would get something out of my daily vlogs or teaching tips. Consider subscribing, drop a like on this video if you see fit. Comment down below, what is that one thing you've been wanting to try but have not yet tried? Or have you had any other hobbies that you're very passionate about? Comment those in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow.